Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Laura, and this is my first YouTube video. I'm filming on my phone. I have no mic. I'm not even really sure how to do this, but I just wanted to get on here, put myself out there, and to learn as I go, give myself the grace of the process and giving it a shot. And yeah, so here I am. I'm an artist and a crafter and a jack of all trades. I do a little bit of everything. I'm originally from Massachusetts, but I'm living in Virginia now. I'm in Hampton. I love it a lot. I'm really happy that I moved. And I'm just on this journey of self-discovery and finding my confidence, finding what makes me happy and what brings me fulfillment in my day, because I feel like a lot of that was lost growing up or was never developed growing up. So it's important to me now. I feel like I'm getting to an age, I'm 29, I'm almost 30, where I'm asking myself questions like, who am I? What do I enjoy? What do I want to spend my time on? Who do I want to be? And then I want to be taking action on that. That if I'm liking something, I want to be doing it. I don't want to be thinking about it, debating about it, that kind of thing. So this YouTube channel is going to be for that, for self-discovery, for trying new things, trying old things, following through with things, finishing projects. That's kind of what this one is about. But if you're into self-discovery, into growing confidence, into crafting, into talking about childhood trauma and the things that affected people growing up, then I think you'll like this channel. I would ask you to subscribe, give me a shot, give me advice. I've never made videos before, so I would definitely take some advice, and stay tuned for more content. I've started to make videos on TikTok and Instagram already. I have a business called The Asset, and I make videos and content for that already, and I just started a personal page where I'm making stuff for that, and I've really been getting into it, and I know I'm just a few steps away from making YouTube videos. So I really wanted to get on here and try it and give it a shot and put myself out there. So let's get into it. So today I wanted to go over all my whips that I have, my personal whips, because I have whips that I've been working through for my business that I kind of try to keep separate as business time, business media, and if I film anything for that, it's for my business. But this is my personal whip pile that has been growing, and they're all like big projects, of course. So I actually wanted to make this YouTube video so then it could hold me accountable to just make a decision whether I want to frog these or actually finish them and follow through with them. So it can hold me accountable to get them done or break them down and get rid of them. So today I'm just going to be deciding whether I'm going to finish it or frog it, and probably frogging it today. And then the finishing process I'm going to do in some other videos. So the first item I have is this Betty McKnit 6-Day Popsicle Blanket. I chose not to go for a blanket. At the time I was looking for more of like a bed skirt, something that could go on the end of your bed, just more as decoration. And I did this probably 2 years ago, I want to say. I started it at my boyfriend's parents' house when we were living there, and I was using some vintage yarn, and then I ran out of it, and then I tried to color match it and it wasn't right, so I actually had to frog a lot of it, and I got a new color and made it with that new color, and now it's not even really the color scheme of my room, my new room, or colors that I even like anymore, or the vibe that I'm looking for, but I do want to finish this. I've put so much effort into it. It's super close to being done. Probably only like, I don't know, another set of rounds. And then I can add some trim and put it on the edge of a bed. So I am going to finish this. I actually don't think this will take that long compared to some of my other projects. So I am excited to get to that. Yeah. Actually, it looks like I've already started to work my way around because her border has, I think, 5 to 6 rows. So I think I just made the decision that I'm finishing it and that the trim is already on there. I already started the trim. So This is definitely a finish, not a frog. He's gonna stay here. And we're gonna finish him, not today, but another day. The next whip I have is the Linja Bag by Mala Mills. And I don't know what I was thinking with this. For some reason, I thought my yarn would be fine, but looking back on it, it calls for bulky. This is not bulky. This is just like Lily Sugar and Cream cotton yarn. I think her yarn was a lot thicker, and I've spent so much time on this. I cannot express to you how much time it takes to crochet a panel like this in cotton. I don't know. And it's supposed to be, I think, a fold like this, and then you make the bag. I don't know. I feel like I'm close. I'm like more than halfway, but I don't know if I even love it. I feel like I've put in so much work already that I don't want to frog it, but then also because I'm not using the right yarn size, I feel like the gauge is off and I don't know how it's going to turn out. And then what if I get to the end and I finish it and I don't like it and then I want to frog it anyways? It's like more to frog, but I don't know. I'm undecided on this. I'm leaning towards frog because I think if I actually made it the right way, I would want it in a different colorway. But I'm not sure yet. I think I'm going to sit on this. The next project I have is the Magnus Throw by Megan Makes Do. I saw this, I think, on the Lions brand website, and I wanted it. I wanted it exactly how I saw it. It had this goldenrod mustard in between, and then this like magic watercolor yarn in between, and I was like, that's it. I want to do it. I've never done anything this big. I think one time when I was 10, I was a savage and I knit a blanket on wooden knitting needles, and there was like over 150 stitches on it, and I knit that. I don't even know how I did that. But ever since then, I've never done a throw. And this, the only thing I wish was that I made it a little bit wider than what she calls. Because she's calling it a throw, which, yes, it is. But I think I would have preferred to have it like a blanket, like wide enough. You know, it's wide enough to cover me. But I feel like I wanted to cover like me and my boyfriend. Like to be a little wider, a little snugglier. But it's good enough width-wise. But I'm really close with this. I don't think I have much length to do left. I feel like it's already, I mean, it's touching the floor right now, and I'm 5'10". So we're almost at 6 feet. I probably will go 6 feet because I like to have it tuck under my feet and then kind of come up. So I think I have some length still to do. I have enough yarn for that. And then I have to do the tassels. She has this like unique tie off twist tassels. So I definitely want to finish this. I'm so happy with it. I love the stitch. I don't know what addictive substance she put into this pattern and this combination, but it is king, and I'm definitely finishing this, and I will be so happy that it's done because, again, I've been working on this, I think, definitely over a year, probably a year and a half. So to have this done for the fall time would be like amazing. This is the second to last whip I have. This is supposed to be a chunky sweater or sweater vest, and it's self-drafted. I don't know what I'm referencing. I don't remember if there was a pattern I referenced or what, but I just feel like it's been really hard to get the style that I'm looking for. I think I was looking for a really chunky yarn. I'll insert a picture here. I have like 2 vests that I saw on my Pinterest that I really liked, but I couldn't find yarn like that, so I kind of settled for this Lions brand. I don't know what it's called. I'll put a picture up as well. But it's just not as chunky as I would have hoped, so I just feel like it's gonna end up super heavy, super baggy. I don't know, I'm disappointed, especially because there's a lot of ends here. I feel like frogging it is not the best because I can't use the yarn as well as if it were all in one go, but I think I am gonna frog this because it's not turning out how I want to, and I would rather redo it or make something else with this then continue on with this. I actually already have another side going too. I don't know. I feel like it's just not right. I would like to revisit this, but I think this is gonna go. The last WIP I have is a tapestry crochet. I made a pixel art of what I wanted, and it's of the band Candlemass. They have like a skull with a big sword in it, and I wanted to make kind of a flag of that. And it's going well. I just haven't revisited it in a while. I think I would like to finish it. It's actually smaller than I remember. So I feel like I could definitely finish this. It just needs some attention. I'm not loving some of the color choices. I don't really like the light gray or the beige, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna still continue with this. I wanna finish it, but I'll see if I want to frog it or change some colors or just keep going and finish it as is. So here's the first project that I want to frog, so I think that's what I'm gonna do now.
From my making products for my shop, deep diving into my summer reading list, fulfilling a couple hundred orders, and of course my daily spiral as I dig myself into a deeper hole of self-doubt and anxiety. More on that later in upcoming videos.
So I finished frogging the first side and I got this much yarn out of it. It's crazy how the bulky yarn, it takes up so much space. But I'm happy that this is done, and I have one more to go. One more big panel. I did the smaller panel first, so this will take a little bit. First, I actually think I'm gonna get some water, and I'm hungry. So I think I'm gonna heat up some dinner, eat that, and then finish doing this panel. So I just have some cooked pasta. I like to make a bigger batch and then I just have it and I can eat it with anything. It's in this big chunk. And then it was my time of the month, so I cooked some salmon. I was looking for some iron and kind of some omegas and some good vitamins. So I cooked some salmon and then I cooked some kale and spinach into a cream sauce. So just like a rich and comforting meal, but then also high in iron. This is the cream sauce. It just gets really thick when it's in the fridge, but it kind of, what do you call it? It'll thin itself out as you microwave it. So it was actually really cute. My boyfriend is gone for 10 days. He's going for like a bachelor trip and a wedding for his friend. So I knew I would be kind of lonely, all in the house all alone with my cat. So I'm friends with my neighbor and I asked her to come over on Saturday, which is normally me and my boyfriend's date day. And I asked her to come over so we can have some dinner. She is so sweet. She's just this lady who loves nature, loves her garden. She wears like 2 little braids on the side of her head. She's the cutest lady. She's so sweet. And we kind of play like dessert tag with each other. Like I'll bring her a brownie and then she'll come and bring me cake and then I'll bring her stuff. So then when I went over today, I made bread earlier. I made some rye, like artisan bread, and brownies the other day. So I put together like a little basket and brought her a little treat and was like, do you want to come over for dinner on Saturday? She's like, that would be amazing. She's like, that would be so sweet. So I'm excited. On Saturday, she's coming over and we get to have dinner, and she said she's bringing dessert. So we'll have a little date day, just us girls. So this is everything that I frogged from both sides of the vest. It's a lot. I'm happy that the vest is done, but I don't know what. I'll have to find a pattern or something that is more in alignment with what I was looking for, because my self-drafted version was not really cutting it. But I'm glad that this is frogged, and I'm just going to bag it up and put it away, and we can move on to the next project. But I realized I have 2 more whips. I found them while I was hunting around my house, and I'm like, of course I have more work. But I really like this whip. This is the Lolo/Lola sweater by Jessica Sung. And I'm pretty far into it. I have, I think, the front. And then a fair amount of the back panel. I love this yarn. This is Melody Superwash by Jojo Land, and it's really soft. I haven't made a lot of sweaters, and I feel like I get worried that what I buy is not going to be comfortable or I'm going to be itchy. So I am happy to have found this. I also have this by Cascade Yarns. It's the 220 Superwash. I think I just had found these online when searching. I don't know what the difference is between a superwash and a non-superwash, and there's so much I feel like I have to learn, but eventually it's like you don't want the process of learning to stop you from trying. So it's like, I'm just gonna try it, and if I don't like what happens to it, then for the next sweater I won't do that. But after a certain point, you just want to keep trying, keep going, moving forward. So I do want to finish this. I'm definitely not frogging this. I've been loving this. I feel like the texture and the color is like so beautiful. It's like a perfect melting gradient that isn't too bright. There's like greens and reds and oranges in there. I just think it's so beautiful. It's super soft and cushy. It is like a little itchy, but I think it'll be fine. I do want to start knitting, and I've had my eye on the Olga sweater by Petite Knit, but I don't know what yarn to get. Excuse me. Someone did recommend the Cascade line because they have some nice wools. This is just so cushy. But yeah, someone did recommend Cascade. I'm worried about like finding the right sensory experience with the yarns, and now a lot of the places that you can get yarn near me, they're either very expensive or they've closed. Joanne. But I'll have to keep hunting, and I feel like you can always return yarn, so it's not a big deal. If you don't like it, you just have to send it back. But the other whip that I have is the Marin hat, or the Marin hat by Le Pole. And surprisingly, I didn't have to do any shopping for this yarn, but it's actually like the matching colors to the yarn in the pattern, which I didn't anticipate, but it was the right size and it was what I had, and I'm trying not to buy a lot of yarn right now. I want to use up what I have and then buy more. The only thing with this is it seems floppier than what it looks like. I'm like, I don't know how it's going to stand up when it's done, or what I can do to make it stand better. But in the image, it just looks more like a sailor hat, like really with some stiff standing. And then with mine, it seems a little floppier, but I have to weave in all the ends. I have to, finish it and give it a try and see how it goes. But this is really close too. I will definitely finish this. I'm not frogging it. And all I have to do is hem. There's like a little lip here, almost like like a hem, like an overflow of stitches that go over and then stitch under. And then that's it. I'm very close with this. So this is definitely going to get finished. I feel like I'm so indecisive with this piece because I put so much work into it, but I realize it's not the right yarn size. Like it should be a bulky, and this is not. I think this is just worsted Lily Sugar and Cream. So I want to frog it because it's not right, but then I'm like, there's so much work here that I just feel bad frogging it. It's so hard to make a decision. I'm really happy that I have a business that I can sell things with, that I can make items, and if I don't like them, I can just try to sell them. So I think I might try to finish this, and if I don't love it for myself, I can just put it up for sale and someone else can buy it versus frogging all of this work. I just don't know if that's the right decision, you know? But I don't know. I didn't expect that this one would be the hard one for me to make a decision about. But other than that, I'm really happy. I frogged one other project and I located all of my whips and shared them with you guys. So I'm excited. I'll put this in my whip pile for my business, and I'll do that on my business page. But the rest of them, that means I can get started on a whip. So I think I'm going to leave that for my next YouTube video. I think I'm going to do either a start my whips pile with me, or I kind of want to do like a 24-hour crochet challenge. So we'll see what I decide, but I am excited to get into it because I really want to enjoy the things that I've made and have them be done. And also so I can make room for my fall and winter ideas so I can start crafting and sewing and making those items and enjoying more of them. So thanks for watching. This has been my first YouTube video, and feel free to let me know down below what you think and give me some constructive criticism or advice for making YouTube videos and what would make it better. I would really appreciate the advice, and I'm happy to start this journey, and I'm happy to have you watching and enjoying as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.